start again. It's a redskins.
What's going on, everybody? It's the Aidan Sports Show, and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got some official Bulls news to discuss in today's video, and it's going to be a very interesting one. A lot of people will have different reactions to this player being acquired by the Chicago Bulls, and we're going to have to wait and see how people react in the comments below. But of course, we have signed a player that is probably going to be playing in that backup power forward, potentially small forward position. We're going to talk about him in this video. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Aidan Sports Show YouTube channel. Turn notifications on and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about this player. His name is Stanley Johnson. According to Shams, the Chicago Bulls have agreed a deal to sign Stanley Johnson. Now, I do not know the implications of this deal, and I'm sure by the time that I edit this, there will be more about this deal. But my guess is it's probably going to be around a 1-year contract, probably close to around the minimum of what it would be to sign him. And he's someone that, in my opinion, is a bit of an interesting player. He did play for the Toronto Raptors last year, and he did play for the Detroit Pistons in the prior years before that. In the Detroit Pistons, a lot of people saw him as a better player over in Detroit, which does make a lot of sense because of his averages. This year for the Toronto Raptors, as the power forward, he averaged 4.4 points per game, 2.5 rebounds, 1.5 assists, shooting 38% from the field and 32% from the three-point line. He's taken a little bit of steps forwards as a three-point shooter this year compared to other years in the NBA, and that makes a lot of sense considering that he was in a position where he had a lot of shots that was open to him. He did take a lot more three-pointers from the corner and whatnot, and he's definitely a player that, in my opinion, can give us a little bit of offense when he's open for a shot. However, I should say, defensively, he's definitely a decent defender, especially on the perimeter. He's someone that I believe can guard perimeter players fairly well. But this is something that, in my opinion, is extremely interesting. He's not my first choice. Let's put it that way. I'm not going to change my mind just because he is officially a Chicago Bulls player now. He was not my first choice, and I didn't really know much about him signing for the Chicago Bulls until today, which pretty much goes to show the Chicago Bulls work in silence, and no one really knows exactly what they're doing. Pretty much anybody that is credible or uncredible, the Chicago Bulls are a hidden secret. They don't reveal what they're showing unless it's extremely obvious to the world, like Lonzo Ball. So at this point, it's hard to say whether I'm happy or sad, but I'm more than optimistic that we should give this guy a chance because at the end of the day, he was a very decent player with the Detroit Pistons. With the Toronto Raptors, he had to take a back seat because that team was very, very good already, and he wasn't going to be the man on that team, and he's not going to be the man on this team either. So I see something along the lines of being a solid defender, someone that can switch on defense on the perimeter, someone that is fairly known as a decent perimeter defender, to say the least. And that's what he's going to bring on this team. But outside of that, I don't expect a whole lot of offense. I don't expect him to take fadeaway threes or fadeaway mid-ranges like he did in Detroit. I don't expect him to be that kind of player, but I do expect him to be able to shoot the open three. When the shot is presented to him, I expect him to make it. I would like to give this guy a chance. Of course, he's a Chicago Bulls player now, so welcome Stanley Johnson to the Chicago Bulls. At the age of 25, I hope you can really have a significant time here on the Chicago Bulls, and let's see exactly if this is the right move that we've made. Artorias, obviously, everybody on the Bulls front office has now made a decision in that power forward position. I should say this might not be the only decision made when it comes to that power forward position, but right now, that's the decision the Chicago Bulls have gone with. So let's see exactly what will happen with Stanley Johnson. Not many people, in my opinion, even mentioned him in the comments below. I did not. This came out of the blue for me as well, just as much as a lot of the other things like DeRozan came out of the blue for me as well. I was a bit surprised by that. So we'll wait and see if this one's the right one to go with. Again, probably going to be that backup power forward that we are looking for. Probably going to be that player that we rely on. And I do like some of the things on his that he shows. Again, I like the perimeter defense that he's able to have. I like the fact that he can sacrifice for a team, and I like the fact that he can make open shots when they're presented to him. He's not the finished article. He's not the finished product. He still has a lot of work to do. But again, I think the Bulls are going based on potential here more than just the ready now player. So we'll wait and see if this guy is truly going to be a player that can help us. And again, we need players like this when it comes to those big games where we have the scrappy players, players that are willing to defend, players that can switch, players that will work hard. I think he definitely suits all those he ticks all those boxes. But again, not my first option, and that's all I could say. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. A little bit of a shorter video. Welcome to the Chicago Bulls, Stanley Johnson, and I hope you succeed here. I want every player on this team to succeed. We're beginning something that's I would say life-changing for the Chicago Bulls. We're going to a different place than where we were the last few years, and hopefully he could be someone that we can see along the ride, live up to his end of the bargain, and hopefully the chance that we give him will be the chance that he takes. Have a wonderful and safe day, Bulls Nation. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned for more. Take care and peace.